Welcome back, fans. We are in the house. Back to Shadowrun. Finish up this particular story or quest. Or officially this particular run. A rainy Sunday here in the mountains of beautiful Japan. It's actually starting to look a lot more like fall. The changing of the leaves. So we've infiltrated Deckcon. We're about to enter this VIP room. This game is old, but I'm still enjoying it. Missed it when it first came out. Actually, we already got in. Got kicked out. Check my objectives real quick. Gotta keep Is0bel's alive. Locate and trap Rhombus. And get back to the convention floor. What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, the White Art, but I couldn't get you your VIP access. You got Rhombus's room number, right? You got out of there in one piece, and without the cops getting drawn into this, that's what's important. You're right. At least I know where we have to go. Rhombus has a room in the VIP section, and I can get us there. There's only one problem. Without VIP access, you can't open the door without sounding and the picture in your PDA flickers worrying. A moment later, Is0bel's image returns to the screen. And let you through from this side. That's what I'm going to do now. I'll make my way down to you and open the door. Hey, I lost a bit of that. Are we going to have communication problems again? Maybe. A bit. I'm still using the kiosk to talk to you, but now that I'm not jacked in, I can't route my messages to it directly anymore. Please stay put. If you lose the kiosk, we're going to have serious communication issues. This is getting better and better. Oh, and I may need your help if I run into more people up here. The White Art. In case you hadn't guessed, I'm not exactly a social butterfly. And if things go loud, I'll really need your help. I've got your back. Let's do this. I'm just over here looking at my dashboard. For some reason, that stream doesn't stay open. I'm not worried about it. Let's get out of here. Gotta get here. See what's behind this door. Advanced med kit. Who do we have here? Is0bel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she sets foot into the elevator. A loud rhythmic whooshing sound dominates the low end of your PDA speakers. Sounds a bit like the rotors of a helicopter. Heads up, Is0bel, we're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Is0bel at the floor select a panel. He looks wired, jittery, steamed to the gills. Almost likely there's no telling how long it's been since he's gotten a wink of sleep. Is0bel punches the button for the ground floor. Convention going. Working the show, huh? Has to be hard. The elf smiles down on Is0bel, his expression affable. I'd feel tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosk. Maybe take in a panel or two. I gotta say something to him. I'm gonna say the first one, yeah, it's tough, alright. I wish that I could just drop everything and explore. She starts in, repeating your words with forced sincerity. It's tough, alright. I wish that I could just drop. She falls silent. You can see her staring at the man's VIP badge. Is0bel, what's wrong? That's Rhombus. Her eyes remain locked on the man's badge. Kinding? Kinding. That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long? Couple of years now, he smiles. Longer than anyone else to use the handle. Yeah, this is true. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. Actually, she should just smile and nod. You're trying to go unnoticed, remember? She heard you, she doesn't acknowledge it. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down the Kowloon City power grid 6 months ago. Yeah, that was me. Let's just keep that between ourselves, alright? That little stunt screwed over a lot of local deckers. Her voice is soft, but you can detect a definite undertone of hostility. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dump shock because of it. You wrecked the grid while they were jacked into their home machines. So while they were physically jacked into the matrix, this guy shut off all the power, dumping them from the matrix, causing dump shock. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right then and there. They were cooked, so I gave them one. It's the best solution to a bad situation. Let's just leave it at that. An icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Is0bel's pierces it. There was this Decker. She lived out in Haley, called herself Spinster. She was a good person. Now she's in the ground. She never came back out of the coma that your stunt put her into. Another long pause. Slowly, Ding extends his hand toward the emergency brake. Are you about to fight? Is0bel, do you want to go loud? Because that's where this road takes us. Snap out of it. We aren't here for this guy, and we can't afford to start shooting yet. I kind of want to take him out, but she balls her hands into fists. You can read the tension in her body language. She's biting her tongue. At least that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer. I'm not a Decker myself. He stares down at Is0bel. The smile has vanished from his face. Yeah, sure you're not. You've come to get me, haven't you? To take revenge for your friend. Did her people put out a contract on me? Is that it? Let's see. Let's say yes. This looks fun, but I know he's gonna fight. I'm gonna say I'm not a Decker, honest. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time lurking on the Shadowrun BBS. This is a Shadowrun, so we gotta keep it quiet. I'm not a Decker. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time. Abruptly, the connection cuts to static. Please, Is0bel, don't be doing anything stupid right now. Static pops and hisses for 10 seconds, 20. Finally, the picture warbles back into view. Kane Ding is in mid-sentence, practically frothing with rage. Did what I had to do. You were in my position. You'd have done the same if you'd have gotten them killed. He's shouting. The sound of it reverberates in the cramped confines of the elevator car. There's no third way out of that scenario. Is0bel starts to respond. The anger is clear in her tone. I would not have. Is0bel, stop! Listen to me. What? You are crazy, an insane person. When I get out of this elevator, I'm going to the hotel security office. Oh no. I chose something by accident. You don't want to turn me in. My boss would be very unhappy. I work for Kindly Chain. The color drains from his face. He begins to stammer. Oh, no. No, I am so sorry. I didn't mean... Comms cut out again. This is getting old. As quickly as it went, the picture flickers back onto your PDA screen. Kane Ding looks calmer now. The elevator is descending. My PC actually glitched, so I'm not sure what I chose. But there was no violence, so that's good. This one. Sorry, my kick viewers. Doesn't work very well. I'll figure that out some other day. In the meantime, let's concentrate on Is0bel's. Yes, I didn't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad that it was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'll be happy if this is the last that I ever see of you. Feelings mutual. The car finally slides to a halt and the elevator doors slide open. The other decker doesn't get off. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now get a move on, Is0bel's. Okay, Detective complete. Guide Is0bel's back to the convention floor. The hallway ahead is blocked by a trio of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll hangs slung between a pair of cursing security guards, one male and one female. As you watch, they struggle valiantly to drag her down the hallway. The troll's voice comes out in an inebriated roar. Unhand me, foolish. You fools. You fools. The older of the two guards, a middle-aged man with a pompadour haircut, struggles with all his might to keep his prisoner's flailing arm constrained. Oh, Johnny Daigo. Don't let her go. Oh, ye. She has the strength of 10 men. 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance on the show floor. How she got roped into troll hauling duty is anyone's guess. Security captain locks eyes with Is0bel's. He barks out an order. Clear the hall. Say nothing. In an exaggerated motion, the troll swings her head toward Is0bel's. You, dwarf girl, help me. Eesh. He hiccups mightily. The sound reverberates in your ear. These dreckheads want me to leave because I'm a troll. What's happening here? None of your business. You're not even hotel staff. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to his chest with all of his strength, desperately trying to weigh her down. She lifts his feet a few inches off the floor, then slams him back down. He lets out an audible whimper. Benching security captain. Now clear the way. Report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it, before I talk to him for you. The former door guard stares at Is0bel's, recognition dawn on her face. Hey, I remember you. You said that you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing down here? I don't have etiquette socialite. Say I was just checking to see if anybody down here wanted to drink. That sounds not good. Which one is better? Say I was just checking to see if anybody down here wanted a drink. Tell him to back off. I don't have to answer to you. Yeah, this sounds hostile, so I'll just go with this. Just checking to see if anyone needed a drink. You want a mojito? Man strains against the troll's drunken efforts. His brow is beaded with sweat. You shouldn't. Hold still. Be here. Not even. Oh. You shouldn't even be here. Hold still. Not even to offer drinks. I'm not sure what triggered this video right here. But that is my old hobby room from about 20 years ago. Yeah, I need to stop that music because that'll be a YouTube strike. Well, not a strike, but a warning. I forgot what setting I had that triggers these little videos. But anyway, we gotta get past this troll. Or these guards and this drunken troll. The troll looks down on Is0bel and issues a mush mouth plea. Ignore these pigs and help me. I'll take the run on the left. You take the right. Oh, wait. That was Kamen Rider the One. I forgot I had that poster. The troll bucks against the guards, grasps, nearly breaking away from them. They double down on their attempts to hold her. Is0bel stares into the PDA. She looks irritated. To hell with this. It's a waste of time, and we've got a schedule to keep. Her hand moves toward her weapon. What do you mean? What schedule? Definitely go with intelligence 5. Tell him the catering schedule. We're serving dessert in 15 minutes. The dessert schedule. We're dishing out pie in 15. The guard looks at her boss. The security captain strains courageously against his captive's flailing arm, oblivious to everything but his own struggle. Look, just hurry back to the kitchen and get out of here. Get out of our hair. Damn, that video is long. She steps aside to let Is0bel pass. That was close. There's a brief pause, then she mutters a response under her breath. The mic barely picks it up. This is exhausting. No more improvisation for me. I'm done with this. From now on, I'm your parrot. Just tell me what to say, and I'll say exactly that. All right, sure. I'll do the heavy lifting then, I guess. Get out of here. Another person. An impressive looking man in a starched white coat blocks the hallway. He turns and you recognize the familiar pastry, magic, and more insignia on his lapel. He fixes his gaze on Is0bel's, and the expression on his face is anything but happy. What are you doing back here? We went over this in the staff meeting this morning. I'm the one who's covering this area. The VIPs are to be handled by managers only. You should be on the convention hall floor. I know, sorry, they sent me back here, but I think it was a prank. I know, sorry, they sent me back here, but I think it was a prank. Looks like she was telling the truth after her encounter with the guards. He's repeating everything you say verbatim. And you fell for that? You had specific instructions to stay on the show floor. I didn't know. I'm new here. I didn't know. I'm new here. Yeah, no shit. I don't recognize. You become dimly aware of a figure looming behind you in the convention hall. New here? You must be joking, man. You've been on that kiosk for 20 minutes now. Wait, excuse me, what? He leans in, gets in your face. You can taste the onions on his breath. I said that it's time to get off the damn demo kiosk. You've been hogging it for way too long. And there's a line here. Hell, man, you'll get your turn. Back No, Is0bel's, don't repeat that. Back down, man, you'll get your turn. My turn? What are you talking about? You aren't even one of our employees, are you? Do I need to get security? I said that's enough. I've been following the devs of this software for months now, and I've traveled 17 hours to try it out myself. You do not get to tell me that I flew here for nothing. Get the hell off the kiosk, or I'm calling security. All right, I gotta choose the answer that's best for both situations. Calm down. Let's talk about this. This doesn't have to get violent. Be my guest. I work for this hotel's owner. The security team is going to take my word over yours. I think this solves both. I'm gonna bluff it. Be my guest. I work for this hotel's owner. The security team is going to take my word over yours. Well, yeah. What do you do here exactly? He stands, hands on his hip, his jaw thrust out. Tell me why I have to wait on you. Be my guest. I work for this hotel's owner. The security team is going to take my word over yours. You work for the owner, so then you're not a pastry magic employee? He sounds skeptical. So then why are you wearing one of our uniforms? I'm here to check up on the vendors here at the show, tech vendors, the catering crew, all of it, to make sure that the reputation of our venue isn't tarnished. Or I'm here to gauge customer satisfaction with the show. We're trying to decide whether to host Deckcon again in 57, collecting candid interviews with convention goers and subtractors is a part of that. think I'll go with the first option. The Decker continues to stare, hands on his hip. Well, okay, I guess. Just try to make it quick, okay? I really want to get my hands on that software, and I'm not leaving until I do. I'm here to check up on the vendors here at the show. Tech vendors, the catering crew, all of it, to make sure the reputation of our venue isn't tarnished. Oh, you're like a secret shopper, that sort of thing. He stares down at Is0bel's, a newfound respect on his face. Well, I hope you'll tell your employees that Pastry Magic and More Catering went above and beyond the call of duty to respect your hotel and its rules. Yeah, I will. In the convention hall, the Decker that you were arguing with backs away to a respectable distance. The catering manager steps aside to let Is0bel's pass. That was pretty cool. Let me save it if I can. Since we got this far pretty smoothly. A dark-skinned man in an expensive suit stands at the far end of the room. A cord tethers his data jack to a port in the hotel wall. His eyes are glazed over, dead to the world. He's jacked into the hotel's media library, probably enjoying some slick, professionally produced Sim-Sense fantasy or something like that. He doesn't even know that I'm in the room. Might as well look around a little then, but be quick. Cyberdeck sits on the table opposite Is0bel's. He rotates her PDA to give you a view. It's a custom job, pieced together from components pulled from a dozen other machines. Looks a lot like the octopus, only smaller. The display has been pulled from a Fuji model designed for export into the UCAS, with a chrome bezel and a red LED accent lights. UCAS, United Canadian American States. The keyboard is a mechanical relic with round, heavy keys that appear to have been salvaged from a typewriter, judging by the pashto characters emblazoned on the keys. It's probably of Pakistani make. The case is a heavily modified Renraku design. You can see components from at least a dozen other manufacturers jutting out of it. At least a dozen other elements jump out at you, each stranger than the last. A custom stamp on the case labels it as property of the binary bard. Is0bel stares at the monstrosity, her jaw hanging open. That might just be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Grab at them, but hurry, you need to keep moving. Is0bel grabs the cyberdeck in both hands and heaves. It doesn't budge. On the other side of the room, the Decker jolts back to life. He turns to face Is0bel, his motion strangely languid. Excuse me, that deck is mine. His tone is calm, conversational. This dude's look. The afro. And he's got a It's also maglocked to the surface of my desk. Now stop touching it, please, or I'll be forced to call security. Say, I heard that you had the most impressive cyber deck at the show. I had to see it for myself. Heard that you had the most impressive cyber deck at the show. I had to see it for myself. That's true, I do. That doesn't give you a right to break into my room and fondle it, though. Now, you want to tell me what a caterer cares about custom hardware? Say, I don't care about the hardware, but there are plenty of deckers here who do. I spilled something on my clothes. This was the only thing I had. I hope that I had in my size. Which answer should I go with? I'll say I'm a caterer, but that's just a job. Decking is my life. He looks at the decker in the eye and her voice grows deadly serious. Decking is my life. All right, you love decking. Sure, everybody needs a hobby. So here's what we're going to do. I'm giving you a choice. You can tell me what you want. You can back on up out of here, or I can call security. Neither of us wants me to do number 3. Your deck, it's a beautiful piece of workmanship, and I want it. Maybe I could buy it off of you. She's not for sale. Tell you what, though, I could be convinced to let you crack the case open and take a look inside. Maybe you could learn a thing or two. All right, Is0bel, thank the man. Look at the box and get the hell out of there. The man, thanks. Really, I appreciate it. Always love looking at custom builds. No problem. There's a case release catch under the parallel port. Give her a once over. Take notes if you want. When you're finished, be sure to close the door behind you. Is0bel cracks the case on the deck, lifting it high. She studies the innards of the device intently, her eyes flitting from connection to connection, from card to card. This is some genuinely impressive work. A few minutes later, she snaps the case back shut. Thank you, the white arrow. In a day full of unpleasant surprises, this was a really nice one. Hey, that's great. Now hurry up. We still need to get to Rhombus. Forget what's triggering that. Come to action. I'm gonna turn these triggers off. I can't remember. I think I was playing around with StreamerBot and playing clips automatically. But I forgot what I did to trigger that. So let me check it real quick. That's weird. The trigger for to play those clips, I was joking around and it just says, bro. Anyway. Right. They should get to the VIP room. But I want to check one more door. save. Save and then go see what's behind this door. Nothing. I think that was the elevator. All right. Let's go ahead and open the VIP, shall we? Open the VIP door. Hold on 1 second. Put it back. Back in the building. All right, Isabel. Let's get to the VIP room. Check out Rhombus. What's up with this guy? As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motif. Each of his irises is a slanted rectangle. Rhombus looks at Is0bel's and sighs. If he's surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want him back, huh? The memories that we locked away. Always knew that you would one day, but you got so hostile after the procedure. Didn't think you'd come around this soon. Is0bel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bent, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Was I just supposed to take that without punching back? Try to give you some advice as a friend. Hang on a second. Is0bel cuts in, her normally small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you were being. You wouldn't have taken that one if I were a guy. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy or an orc or a troll. You talk down to me like that because I was your little sister, like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Whoa, hold up. I talk that way to you because... She shouts over him, cutting him short. Also, punch back. That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowrun. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? His face goes beet red and his chest puffs out. The kind whose cat you had killed, you little monster. Captain Whiskers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. She rears back in indignation. That wasn't me. I would never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. That's right. Protect the cat at all costs. Please keep going. This is good fun. Pipe down, both of you. We're going to hash this out together. You're the muscle, I take it. You and your friend and his really impressive drone. As Chase goes forward menacingly, claws weaving in the air. Ractor smiles. Thank you. His voice goes up in an octave and he points a trembling finger at Is0bel. She brought you along too to beat the information out of me, didn't she? Beat isn't the word that I'd use. Pushche is better equipped for ripping and tearing. He gives the Wampon an encouraging nod. A good thought though. You have a firm grasp of the situation. Rhombus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. His eyes are locked on the drone that slowly is scuttling toward him. Calm down. I'm not going to beat you up unless you force me to. But I want you. Is0bel blinks up at you, but I want you to. I can't believe that this is happening to me all over. Me trying to do you a favor. He shakes his head at Is0bel. That'll teach me to give you a friend, to give a friend some advice, I guess. That's the second time you said that. This whole feud started over you're trying to give Is0bel advice? Yes, I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think maybe I was telling her what kind of RAM to pick up for a deck. Something like that. It was a long time ago. It wasn't what you said, Rhombus. It was how you said it. She stares up at him fuming. And the argument was nothing. It was what you did after the argument that was unforgivable. Taking the moral high ground isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first, and for no reason. Okay, from what I'm getting here, you both hate each other, but you were friends, right? Once, I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. You begged me to. We were friends, Is0bel, good friends, and then you went and messed it all up. Amateur brain surgery? Please explain what that means. What the hell has this been all about? My memories, the ones about my childhood, the ones that I'd lost, they aren't gone. They're in headwear storage, locked away behind an encryption key. I've got them, but I can't see them without it. That was your idea, is keeping them. I mean, you told me to hold on to the key for you, just in case you ever needed them back. I know, Rhombus, but after everything that had happened, I couldn't just ask you to. You want the encryption key for the memories that we locked away? It's yours. I don't envy you the pain that you'll feel when you unlock them, but they belong to you. He keys a series of buttons on his PDA. Is0bel's PDA buzzes a moment later. There, check your inbox. You've got the key. Do with it what you will. I was holding on to it for you anyway. But I thought we were enemies now. We were, but there was no reason for us to be. Just take the key and go, and have a nice life. He waves her off. He looks exhausted. Still not sure what causes that to play. say nothing. Is0bel's stares at Rhombus, a neutral expression on her face. Finally, she speaks up. I'm sorry, Rhombus. I don't know how things got as bad as they did, but sorry. Her voice goes solemn. I'm going to find out what happened to Captain Whiskers. I promise you that. That'd be nice of you, Is. I'd appreciate it. Almost bashfully, his gaze flits to the ground. He looks away, and color surges to his cheeks. Oh, and I've got something of an admission to make. She rolls her eyes. Look, I get it, Rom. You always liked me. I hate to break it to you, but it was never that big of a secret. And I know that's why you... His eyes go wide. He raises his hand, palms out, and shakes his head. What? No, no. That's not it at all. I mean, you're a nice girl and all, but just, no. Color rushes to her cheeks. But then what? My panic button. He flips his sleeve inside out, and you can see a blinking red LED embedded in the fabric. I tripped it when you broke in. The cops are on their way. But wait, don't freak out. I'll call them off for you. Oh. She shuffles her feet, looks away. Thanks. Hey, what are friends for? You just wait here. I'll go meet them in the hall and draw them off to another room. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Oh, and it was nice catching up with you. Good luck with the whole memory thing. You're gonna need it. He nods mutely. Kung Fu action. And some sword play. That video really shouldn't show up though. I turned it off. Ah, I see. The trigger was me saying happy or something similar to it. I was testing around with streamer bot triggers a little while ago. Maybe on Friday night. Columbus takes off at a run and disappears down the hall. We did it. Now we just gotta leave the hotel. Mission complete. Police captain doesn't even bother to look down on you. She waves you off, an irritable expression on her face. Stand back, please. This is a police matter. Sort of thing, officer. Keep up the good work. Enjoy the show. You're about to leave this location and return to Haoi. Continue. I guess that's mission complete. I probably gotta go soon anyway. because mommy's home. Let me read the conclusion. The bus trip back to Kai Tak is quieter than the ride in was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving, barely speaking. Their Deckcon 2056 t-shirts hang loose on their frames, and their once cherished guest badges have been crumpled into their pockets. You've seen more lively groups on their way home to the morgue. Is0bel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else's. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with a fingernail. You've got what you came for. The show is over. It's time to go home. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey, Karma. Next, I'm gonna do that Ares mission. That Ares infiltration mission next.